SD cartridges.
Let's see if it actually lets me in 3 or 4 minutes or whatever. I doubt it. Alright, both those chats are working. Dim's not working. Oh, it's just not. Aji, it's just not live yet. It goes live at 1, so like in a couple minutes. But it's launch day, so the servers usually just get slammed. So coming to see you in like 3 hours, bud. Yeah, I need to play it. I have it downloaded. I just haven't played it. You need to work earlier, man. Should have got my haircut done earlier. Oh well. I got softball tonight too, so I get about 2.5 hours, 3 hours in servers depending. So. Yeah, I don't. I mean, usually I just make the reservation, so I just go off of your schedule or whatever the website says. I don't want to put you out or anything. It's bad though. It's been a minute. Just because I think the last time you caught me was right before graduation and all that stuff, or it was like late April, early May. Yeah. Oh, twit. I don't really want to close it to desktop. There's another update. Reluctantly going to do this. It's usually a dice roll if I can get into this game on launch days. I gotta work tomorrow. Normally I would take tomorrow off. I think the music's different though, so. Let's see if anybody else on. Looks like Dado's on the same screen as I am.
I'll be the guinea pig. I'll be the guinea pig.
And so is Cross, okay. Alright, come on, Destiny. least show me a queue number. Come on. Okay, Ange. I mean, Aji, I really, really, really like Destiny. So, yeah. So, I've been playing this game for 10 years. So, this game changed how I cover games and do stuff. So, I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of COD. It's a player versus environment game. So like, that's the biggest thing. Is like there's PvP but it's not for me. But the raids and 6-man activities and 3-man activities and the story, yeah, it's the best first person shooter I've ever played. Mechanically. It's got a free to play aspect to it. It's not great. I guess I wouldn't really call it free to play. I'd call it free to download. Alright, so last time I'm gonna do that, I think. So it's not talking about any updates or anything, so This is where my lack of my patience of like a 3-year-old child comes into effect. Of like, oh, just wait on the screen. I'm like, I don't want to wait on the screen. If it kicks me to that screen one more time, I might close Steam out completely and reopen Steam and just make sure I have all the like the last updates and everything. Yeah, so it's just the same. Okay. Let's open Steam again. Okay. I thought there was a way to check for updates. Alright, I'm just gonna have to wait it out after this, so there's really nothing else I think I can do.
Do I have any Travis Jordan's or no?
Sorry, Inch. So. Hey, Savage. What's up, man? How are you? Not even sure I'm going to be able to play. I got to leave at like 4, which is plenty of time to dig into this, but just if the servers let me in. So. Is it picking up my breathing? My bad. Nobody told me that. Something happened with the sensitivity of my microphone. You guys got to tell me when that's happening. Like for a while, I had to keep the mic so close to my face because it wasn't picking me up at all. Ah! It's stupid. Is this any better or any worse? I can mess with my gain level a little bit, but I'm trying. Yeah, I'm not clipping, so. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Like usually it doesn't pick that up. Like it shouldn't pick me up from here. So like that's the thing is like you guys should not be able to hear me unless I'm like talking like really loud. Okay. Set it back down to 10 decibels. We'll save that. See how that holds up. Tell me if I'm mouth breathing again or whatever. It doesn't look like very many people are getting in. So you can hardly hear me, Ange. I can increase the gain again, but yeah, I was far away from the mic, Ange, because they were saying they could hear me breathe, which usually is never the case with this mic. Yeah, I'm not worried about the volume on your end. Really shouldn't affect how I. It's just more what the mic's picking up from my end. It used to, yeah, it used to. I, God, this is like a $300 mic that Turtle Beach company sent me years ago. Um, it used to be like super sensitive, and I think it's set up differently on Discord and stuff. So, but somebody has been using my system and messing with some of my stuff. Um, in OBS, Ange, no, it's not. It's not even going to like -25. You want me to like? I'm not going. I don't even let it go into the yellow in OBS. Did you pass the test for what, Willie? I don't want it. I don't want it in the yellow, Ange. That's where it. Cause okay. Is that any better? It's still not going in. It's at -20, and you're saying you want me to get down to like -6, and it's starting. Yeah. All right. Let me see, because this is where it gets like super sensitive, though. So now it's yeah. Story spoilers, Willie. It's gonna be server maintenance.
No one here had to do an update.
But I'm concerned, Ange. Like if I'm not talking and I'm like I don't want people to hear that.
He is fine. It's working. Spoiler K and Fuck off now. No. Okay. Alright. Well then. We shall wait. We shall continue, guys. I'm signing it. I'm
But I mean, it's fine. I changed it. They said earlier, I think either before you got in, Andrew, your connection stuff is that they could like hear me breathing. But again, I had the mic right against my face like I do when I record. Like you're hearing me swallow.
See, that's what I'm talking. That's that Sony shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily make the game exclusive. You just make it to where PlayStation can give you the game first. That was some shit. I would probably actually, why not? I would probably.
Like I don't want that. But I don't know if I can find my noise gate and stuff on. It seems to be showing up faster and faster now.
Relying on PlayStation 5, I'm not even. Alright, pulling this envelope. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Simply midway.
All right, well, we have to just be how it is. I would love for the microphone to be farther away, and it not necessarily like in a perfect world. I'd love for you guys not to see this. Like if I could like put it over here and you could hear me. Yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's not gonna change. So, I mean, that's expected. I mean, I think if you look at the just Steam alone, there's. I mean, hell, Astrocross has 80,000 people watching him stream. I expected this, so. It doesn't bother me. There's no way for them to ever make this go smooth when this many people play this game, let alone the end of a 10-year cycle for this game, and all the stuff that they did the last 2 months to get people to prepare and play for Final Shape. Thanks, Ed. I appreciate it. This is a phenomenal thing right now, at least for Destiny and for Sony from the business standpoint. Hopefully, like the people that are playing today, you would assume bought the expansion, and so whatever the concurrent number on Steam is, because PlayStation and Xbox don't track like Steam does, would give you at least an idea of 50 to 60% of the people that probably purchased. I would think that 50% of the player base minimum has moved to PC over the last 7 years. Trying to see if I can find the Steam charts. Yeah, I mean, on the Steam charts, like, this is where it gets kind of crazy. So 101,000 people are trying to get into the game right now, which is the highest peak in the last 24 hours. 316,000 is the concurrent. You can see here where, like in January and February, like it was bad, like bad. And then April and May and June, like when they started doing all that free updates and the Into the Light stuff and the Brave Arsenal weapons and giving a lot of that stuff away. I mean, they tons and tons and tons of players. So like this is always this is like super fascinating to me, this chart stuff. Let me see what's this kind of data is always interesting to me. I mean, you know, like March of 2023, like right when Lightfall came out, you know, you can see this number here, the 135,000. Like that's where it gets kind of ridiculous. And you can go all the way back down to, I don't know how this goes to October 2019. So November of 2019, which I believe is Shadowkeep, which makes sense because that would have been when it went free to play. And they're split from Activision. And then you can just but all this green number right here. These, in particular, these two green numbers are from them trying to. This 52 plus 52% plus 20% is them trying to whatever you call it, get the player base engaged to hopefully play and enjoy and pre-order Final Shape. But we'll see if it works. But 101,000 people trying to play just right now at anywhere between, I don't know, what time is it in Europe? 6, 7 o'clock in Europe right now. And then all the way down to 10 a.m. in the morning in California. 10:30 now. Yeah, I wouldn't normally either, but I told you why I got to do what I got to do, Willie. So, I mean, I got a haircut. I got to leave for a haircut at like 4 o'clock, 4:15 anyways. So, but so far right now, I mean, if I get in before 2, I'll be happy. Right now, I'd be cool if it actually showed a queue number and anything like that, but it's not. Christian McCaffrey got a 2-year extension. Only 19 million per season. Let's just don't value running backs. Yeah, I mean, Cross is not in. Dado's not in. He stepped away from his computer, it looks like. And then all the people thinking that Destiny 3 is coming. It's a freaking troll. I know where they're coming from based on Luke Smith's tweet. Like, I get it. Like, in terms of, like, Luke Smith barely tweets. So when he does do stuff, it is very, very intentional. But I don't see, with as many leaks and stuff that have come out of Bungie and with them being owned by Sony now, I feel like that we have an alleged, code name for the third version of Destiny or whatever. But I don't know. He capitalized, like, I mean, I know you saw the tweets, but it's just a lot of people just making things fit how their narrative. Like, he capitalized the word hope 3 times. It's a series of 3 tweets on the 3rd of June. It's for Destiny 3. It's like, I'm all for it. I don't care either way if they reset my stuff or don't reset my stuff. It bothers me if they reset my stuff and I have to re-earn the same things. Like, over time, that's what's bothered me. But, I mean, if I get to keep all the cosmetics and they truly dedicate themselves to new weapons or new weapon archetypes and new styles of weapons and don't really bring anything from D1 or D2... I don't think that they can just not have us go to similar or the same destinations. Like, I think that's an impossible task, depending on, I guess, the events of Final Shape and episodes. Currently, I feel like that's an impossible task. I mean, where else do you keep going? I mean... Yeah, so I think you and I are kind of saying the same thing, but at this, you know, in terms of you don't want your cosmetics reset, weapons seem to have a life cycle. Like, I'd be fine with my emotes and my shaders and emblems, even though I don't really care about emblems and stuff. But those kind of things, like, I would be fine with keeping those. But I'm ready for you know, different things. But I at the same time, like, it's a shooter. Like, you got pistols, you got pulses, you got snipers, you got bows, you got, you know, hell, there's swords in here. Like, there's only so much you can do with a gun, like a tangible gun. Like, there's only so much you can do with it, to expect them to, let alone make a new weapon thing or a whole arsenal of different weapons and archetypes and designs. Like, that's just kind of like crazy to me to have any kind of expectation like that. But I mean, if you believe the rumors of no classes, if Destiny 3 becomes a thing, no classes, and you can kind of do similar to what we probably be able to do with Prismatic that's being added today, of you're a guardian and you can do whatever, that sounds super interesting to me. But it also sounds like the meta would be very, very, very clearly defined of this player with this weapon, this ability, and this super, all 6 of you run it. So that part is concerning to me, where the classes at least sort of give you that dynamic. But we're seeing it anyways. We're seeing like all hunter runs and all warlock runs and only golden guns. You know, so that kind of is already happening. And I think you're going to see it happen even worse now with account-wide power, to where, like, I can just grab my hunter, play for... You know, it's all going to depend on if I have to, like, play through the campaign to get Prismatic. That's always been the chore for me. I don't have Strand unlocked on my Warlock or my Hunter, just because I don't want to do that. So if somehow Prismatic, I don't have to go through the campaign on my other characters, and I get my Prismatic kit given to me, like, yeah, absolutely, I'll be more amped to play on my other characters. But it depends. I mean, if this campaign's good, then yeah, I'll play it on my other characters. But at the same time, it's like, why? Yeah, yes, I know why. You get the diversity, and you get the different play styles and different things to chase. But it's just 2 extra things for me to chase: armor rolls and all that stuff. It's just that's not something I want to do anymore. Apparently Aggie got in. So he got in 10 minutes ago. close the client again. It's probably not a good idea, but that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, yeah, that's different. There we go. That worked. We know volume's not good for the game, guys. Oh, no, I muted the mic. I muted the mic, Ange.